Now in this set it says that there are 7 kids A, B, C, D, E, F and G, and each having a different number of balls among 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, not necessarily in that order. Now they are standing in a row from left to right facing in the same direction in an ascending order of the number of balls they are having. So whosoever is having the least number of balls, or that is having only one ball, will be at the extreme left, and whosoever is having the largest, that is 7 number of balls, will be at the extreme right. So this is how they will be standing. And we have been given further conditions. So based on that, we have to basically find out that who is carrying how many balls, right? So we have to completely fill this table as you can see on the screen. So this is the order in which they will be standing, and obviously it is also the number of balls they will be carrying, right? Now let us take the first condition. It says that A has 3 more balls than D. Now let me write the kids' names here. So it is A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Now since it says that A is carrying 3 more than D, so if D is carrying say X, then A must be carrying X plus 3. Fine. So from here itself what we can say is that nobody can carry more than 7 balls. So the maximum value of A can be 7. In that case the maximum value of X can be 4, right? That simply means that D cannot carry more than 4 balls. He cannot carry 5 balls. Otherwise, A has to carry 8 balls, but the maximum balls which any kid can carry is 7. So we can say that D cannot carry 5 number of balls, 6 number of balls, or 7 number of balls. So hence he will not be standing at the 5th position, neither at the 6th position, and nor at the 7th position. Correct? Similarly, the smallest value of D can be 1, right? And the corresponding smallest value of A would be 4. That simply means that A cannot be standing at the 1st position, neither at 2nd nor at 3rd position, right? So this is how we can make some kind of inferences out of the first condition given, right? Now let's move to the second condition. It says that B stands in the middle of the row. So that simply means that the number of balls B is carrying is 4, right? Now the third condition is that the difference in the number of balls F and B are having, where F has less number of balls than B, that means the difference, we can say that B is having more balls than F. So we can say that the positive difference would be B minus F, right? So this is same as the difference in the number of balls C and D are having, where C is carrying more balls than D. So we can say that the difference should be C minus D, right? Now let's take the last condition, and it says that F has less number of balls than G. So we can say that if say F is carrying Y number of balls, then G must be carrying Y or any number greater than Y. Now again I can come back to this condition that if D is carrying say X number of balls, then A has to carry X plus 3 balls, right? Now since the position number 4 is already been filled, then we can say that A cannot be 4 or the value of X cannot be 1, right? We can say that D cannot take the first position, otherwise A has to take the 4th position, but the 4th position is already been occupied by B. That simply means that this the first position cannot be occupied by D. So for D there are only 2 positions, either 2nd or 3rd, right? Now let us take this condition. In this case the value of B is 4, that is fixed, and F, since it has to be less than B, so the possible value of F has to be either 1, 2 or 3. So let's start with 1. So if the position of B is 1, then the difference here is 3, right? Now let us take the possible value of D. So we know that the D can only take the position 2 or 3. Now if D takes 2nd position, then C will take 5th position. In that case what will happen is that D, since he is taking 2nd position, then A will also be at the 5th position, right? So no 2 people can be at the same position. So obviously we can say that D cannot be at the 2nd position. Now the last we can take is that D to take 3rd position. In that case C would be taking 6th position. Again we can see that since the difference between C and D is 3 here, and here also the difference between A and D is 3, so such combination would not be possible. That is in this case also you can see that both C and A will be taking the 6th position, which is not possible. Hence we can say that the value of F is equal to 1 is not possible, right? So let us take some other values. So let me just remove them. Now the other possibility of F is 2, right? So now the difference is 2, and we have seen that D can only take position 2 or 3, but position 2 is already been given to F. So obviously the only place for D is 3rd. In case D is at 3rd position, then C has to be at 5th position, so that the difference is 2, right? And in that case the position for A would be 6. So let us try to fill these values. So we assume that F to be at the 2nd position, and at the 3rd position D would be there, and at the 5th position C would be there, and at the 6th position A would be there, right? Now we are left with E and G. Now definitely G's position should be greater than F, right? So obviously G cannot come at the first position, he has to come at the 7th position, and that means that E has to come at the first position, right? So with this assumption we can fix all the letters in their respective position, right? Now let's check the last condition also. So last condition would be that if B is 4 and F is 3, in that case the difference would be 1, right? Now D can only take 2 or 3, but 3 is already been occupied, so D has to be given second position, and to make it the difference 1, C has to be given third position, but third position cannot be given to C because that is been assigned to F, right? In case if we are taking this case, that simply means that this case is not possible. So out of 3 possibilities for B and F, only one possibility fits, that is 4 and 2 respectively, and within that only one possibility is for C and D fixed, right? That means the arrangement which we have done is the only possible ways, right? Now let's move to the question. It says that who is carrying the least number of balls. As we can see that E is carrying the least number of balls, so option C is the right answer. Second is the absolute difference in the number of balls in G and D. So G is carrying 7 balls and D is carrying 3 balls, so obviously the difference is 4, so 4 would be the answer for question number 2. And third is the number of balls B, C and D together is having. So B, C and D, as we can see, they are carrying 3, 4 and 5 balls respectively. So it is 3 plus 4, 7 plus 5 is 12. So the answer for question number is 3 is 12. And the last question is that how many balls G is having. So G is obviously is having 7 balls. So 7 would be the answer for the last question.